Next, based on zener diode. This is your from your paper 2023. As I told you that the circuit for the zener diode is the standard circuit. What is that circuit? Plus minus RS, the resistance, zener diode, and the load resistance. This is the supply voltage Vs. This is resistance, supply resistance Rs. This is RL. Okay. Here the current flowing is IL and voltage across load would be VL and this would be Z. So I told you that there are two conditions. One is VZ is greater than VL and another condition is VZ must be less than VL. You know? So in this particular case, जब भी minimum or maximum वाला आएगा, we have to use this condition, right? I told you. So this particular case में what we need to do, again I am drawing the diagram. Only these formulas you need to supposed to use. Diode, this is load resistance RL, voltage across load would be VL, this is IS, this is RS, this is IZ, this is IL, this is VS. ठीक है? So in this case VZ is equal to VL, IS is equal to IZ plus IL, and IS is equal to VS minus VL by RS, and VL is equal to V out, या फिर VZ is equal to IZ into नहीं VL is equal to IL into RL ohms law, and PZ is equal to VZ into IZ. These only formulas will use. Okay, तो अब आ जाते हैं इस पे. Draw the zener voltage regulator circuit. सबसे पहले तो we need to draw the standard circuit. This is RS, this is VS, this is RL. A zener diode has a breakdown voltage of 10 volt, means VZ they have given as 10 volt, right? And they set supply voltage varying from 20 to 40 volt, 20 to 40 volt. So Vs minimum we can consider as 20 volt and Vs maximum we can consider as 40 volt. In series with a resistance of 820 ohm, this is 820 ohm. Load resistance is how much? 1 kilo ohm means 1000 ohm. Okay. Now we need to calculate zener current. तो minimum लेंगे तो minimum will get zener current. तो IZ minimum. So see, just see this table and let me know कि IZ के लिए कौन सा formula we can use. That is this IS minus IL, है ना? So what we can write down ki IZ is equal to IS minus IL. For that we should know IS, and for that we should know IL. IL is how much? According to this, that is VL by RL, right? So IL is how much? VL by RL. VL is how much? VL we don't know, but we know one condition, that is VZ is equal to VL, that is 10 volt. So VL by RL. RL is also given. IS is how much according to this? VS minus VL by RL. So IS is how much? VS minus VL by RL. ठीक है, then we'll get IZ. So अगर VS की value you will use 20 volt, then you will get IZ minimum. If you will use VS as 40 volt, then you will get IZ maximum. Simple. See, how can we do this formula? As you know, IS is equal to IZ plus IL according to KCL. This is IS, this is IZ, this is IL. Okay, so they are asking VS value. For VS, we'll have one another formula. IS is equal to VS minus VL by RS, right? Because whatever the current is there, kitni voltage इसने consume करे divided by the resistance. So from here we can get VS. IS we know, RS we know, VL we know, VL we don't know, but we can calculate VL. As you know, particular for this condition, Vz is equal to Vl. Vz is how much? Me. See, in this question, this is not a minimum and maximum wala. So first we need to check whether Vz is greater than Vl or less. Okay. So Vl
It's
to
greater. VL is greater than VZ.
let's check it. Vl for by this formula, Vl is equal to Vs into RL divided by Rs plus RL. I told you for checking that if it is greater or less, we have to use this formula. S is 16, R is 3000, S is 1000 plus 3000. Correct? So कितना आया 16 into 3000 by 4000. So 4 4 ja 16. That would be 12 volt. So in this particular case, Vz is less than. ठीक है? So first of all, you need to calculate VL. VL is how much? That is, tell me, VL is how much?
10.
10. Because for this particular condition, as you can see, I have wrote it down here also that Vz is equal to V. So whatever the value you are having for Vz, VL, next you need to calculate Iz. Iz is how much? Is is equal to Iz plus IL. IL you have, Is you have, no. Iz you have, Iz तो तुम्हें निकालना है. IL would be how much? VL by RL. VL is how much? 10. RL is 3 kilo ohm. Correct? Is you need to calculate then. Is का क्या formula है? See the formula. That is Vs minus VL by RL. Right? So Is is equal to Vs minus VL by RL. Vs की भी है, VL की भी है, RL की भी है. We'll get Is. We can substitute it here. Then we'll get Iz. Next is PZ. PZ is how much? PZ is equal to VZ in IZ. VZ भी है, IZ भी है, we'll get. See, in this you have to follow the diode. Now they said the zener diode is in regulator, has a break voltage of 15 volt, V equal to 15 volt, PZ is equal to 0.5 watt. So you know PZ is equal to Z IZ. You from here you will get IZ 0.5 by 15. If the input voltage Vs is equal to 40 volt, what is the minimum value of C? Means we need to calculate from that prevents the diode from being destroyed, right? So in this case, as you know, first we need to calculate VL. VL is how much as formula? VL is how much? Vs to Rs divided by Rs plus RL, right? RL divided by Rs plus RL. This case we don't know about Rs, तो इस condition को हम use नहीं कर सकते, so we have to use second वाली condition. अब उसके लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? But we need to calculate Rs. तो Rs के लिए what will have formula? Is is equal to Vs minus Vz by Rs. में ही आता है Rs, तो उसके लिए we should know Is. Is है? नहीं है. We should know Vs. Vs is given, that is 40. We should know Vz. Vz is also given, that is 15 volt. Correct? But now we need to calculate Is for Rs. So we know Is is equal to Iz plus IL. So Iz no, but we don't know about the IL also, right? IL we need to calculate.